I'd like to call our December 17th Brigantine City Council meeting to order. Please rise for the flag salute.
Heavenly Father, please bless our new police officer with courage, good judgment, and compassion. Keep him safe, guide his actions, and help him serve with integrity and peace. We grieve the lives lost this week at Brown University and at Bondi Beach. We stand with our Jewish community in sorrow and solidarity. May comfort, healing, and peace prevail, and may we choose compassion over hatred. May you bless us in the spirit of the season, which is peace, the gladness of the season, which is hope, and the heart of the season, which is love. In your name we pray. Standing silence for Mary. This week, our school system lost the beloved teacher Zane, who had our children. We lost her beloved cancer. She was scheduled to retire at the end of this month. Many of us also remember Mary for many years working as a at Joe's Seaside and as being a CCD teacher. Mary is survived by her husband Frank, her son Christopher, and his wife Nicole, her daughter Lauren, her husband Jack Dobbs, her grandchildren James and Michael, and one services will be held
Proceed to the review of the Act announcement. All right, I have the pleasure of swearing in our newest officer, Officer Matthew Dugan. Matt is filling the vacancy left by Sergeant Hurst. Sergeant Hurst retired, and Matt's coming on board. I nicknamed him last week. You're now Officer Dugan because we already have a Dugan, so it becomes very confusing. So he's now Dugan because he's the second Dugan. He grew up, went to school in Egg Harbor Township, high school in Egg Harbor Township. He was a varsity wrestler. He came on board with us. I was told to mention traveling basketball. Something like that. Yeah, okay. He came on board as a Class 1, did a great job for us. And when you do that, we elevate you and promote you to Class 2. Which we did. He went to the Gloucester County Police Academy, did very well. He came out and worked as a Class 2 for us as well, and again, did a great job. We had a hiring process for the openings that, for Sergeant Hurst and some future openings that are going to be coming up. And even though you work for us, you still have to go through, we still make you go through that process. And even though he worked for us, out of all the Atlantic County applicants, I think it was a little bit over 40. He rose to the top. He did a great job. Everybody was pulling for him. Everybody was proud of him. And, like I said, he rose to the top and he became the #1 ranked applicant. And we're proud of him. At the physical assessment, he crushed it. And all the Brigantine officers huddled around him. You could tell he fits in well, and you could tell they were really pulling for him. So it's a pleasure to bring him. Council's probably sick of hearing me say this, but I always love saying to the family, thanks for sticking by him. It's going to get even more intense. He might not be around on certain holidays, working nights and stuff. it takes a toll on the family as well, and they have to stick together. And we appreciate you embarking on this profession with him. And like, yeah, we're happy to bring him on board. Congratulations.
I, Matthew Dugan, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, to the governments established in the United States and in this state, under the authority of the people, that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties required for the position of police officer. That's my, so help me God. I would like to officially welcome Matthew to the police force, and heard a lot of great things about you from Kaz. And I think our program that we have here, where we start people off as class ones, work to class twos, I think it's a really good system, and it has turned out excellent police officers here in Brigantine. For all of our officers here, it's not an easy job, but it's one that is very, very appreciated. We love and respect the job that each and every one of you do every day. Thank you for your service to the city. Matt, looking for good things from you. Welcome. Thank you. Just want to ask, I guess, should we pause or we'll run into the next one? I don't know, take pictures or do it all here. That's what, I just checked, okay. I had to ask the bosses here. All right, so today's a very special day, and I'll call Christine down in a minute, but today's a very, very special day to have the ability to swear her in as clerk. She has done an outstanding job here in the city of Brigantine. We were very, very impressed. She came in, she hit the ground running. She had huge shoes to fill. I see Lynn here, but she's done a lot to really improve, change, and modernize the clerk's office. She has made my life very easy, which Lynn already had things really good for me, but Christine has taken it to a whole level, and I'm very proud of that. And one of the things I think I'm really impressed with, and I think people need to know this, when you take the clerk's test, less than 30% of the people pass on the first try. Many people need multiple times to take this test. It was very challenging. Christine is part of that 30%. Crushed the test and did a great job. So if I could have the Murray family come up and join, the former Councilman John Murray and his family. Got the family Bible. It's a very impressive Bible. I noticed it as soon as I walked in. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Christine Murray, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and to the governments established in the United States and in this state, under the authority of the people, that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties required of the position of municipal clerk according to the best of my ability. So.
No speech.
This is like signing it back to work.
Motion second to take a 5-minute recess to allow families to take pictures with both incredible events tonight. So we have a motion second.
I'll make that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, seeing none, motion passed. We're going to take a 5-minute resource. Keep saying resource. Recess. Feel free to come up, take pictures. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. It means a lot when we have the families of Brigantine here supporting all the great things we have going on. Thank you.
Hello. Did you get my site map? Yeah, thank you.
Want me taking pictures for you? Is that a picture? Nah, he just started saying, Jimmy's in the hole. Is that Tuesday? It's one of the best ones. That's the last one. Check it off. Check it off. Yep. Yep. Alvin. Actually, Alvin might not be till he's out of the academy. Alvin, is that the next one? Alvin replaces Tate.
Are you gonna wait for him?
Merry Christmas. Mike, you want to? Sure, I don't want to do one. It's up to you. I have notes if you want me to. Your call, entirely up to you. I think it'd be better.
I already got one with him. Jump up there with him. Get one with him. Go get one with him.
He's excited.
It's just they have like this.
What's the story behind it?
It's just like an athletic group. They're like, I know to beat you, and I'm like, no. He's like, are you good at basketball? I was like, yeah, because gravel basketball. They're like, thank you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to walk into.
How are you, sir?
Been an hour. All right, all of council with the clerk.
And I made pictures.
Karen made them all.
Okay,
So
good.
I got them from
Awesome. Here, I got it. I got it.
We have a motion and second to resume the meeting.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, motion passed. We resume the meeting. Tiger, any executive session?
Negative.
I need our approval of our December 3rd, 2025 council meeting minutes. We have a motion second.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
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 Yes. Approval of our bill requisition list. A motion second. Second. Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes. Up next, we have our public comment. This is on agenda items only. Anybody wishing to be heard on any item on the agenda, please come up, state your name and address for the record. We'll open up public comment. Seeing no public comment, we're going to close the public portion. We have ordinance number 25, 2025. This is a public hearing and adoption. And this is amending chapter 61, salaries and compensation. Motion second.
So moved.
Second.
At this time, we'll open it up for public hearing. Anybody wishing to be heard on this ordinance, please come up, state your name and address for the record. Seeing no public participation, we'll close the public portion. Any council comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes. Resolution 2025-264. This is a resolution appointing Office of Emergency Management Coordinator. This will be Jennifer Zumba. We have a motion second.
So.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes. Resolution 2025-265. This is a resolution of the City of Brigantine appointing Christine Murray officially.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Absolutely. Yes.
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 What was that vote?
Yes.
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 Christine, you have done an outstanding job. We are so proud of you. Yes. Resolution 2025-266, and this is a resolution, City of Brigantine authorizing participation in a fleet implementation grant. This is the amount of $76,125. This is at no cost to the City of Brigantine. This is for thermoplastic traffic line striping hand cart. We have a motion second. Second. Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes. Resolution 2025-267. This is a resolution updating the donated sick leave policy for city employees. Motion second. Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes. Resolution 2025-268. This is a resolution authorizing property tax exemption for a permanent disabled veteran. This is block 3005, lot 1.2, qualifier C412. Motion second.
So moved.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes. Resolution 2025-269. This is a resolution authorizing property tax exemption for permanent disabled veterans. This is block 6001, lot 6. We have a motion second.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes. Resolution 2025-270. This is a resolution authorizing the tax assessor to file and defend petitions of appeals for the tax year 2026. The motion second. Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes. Resolution 2025-271, this is a resolution of the City of Brigantine for the transfer of funds in the current year 2025 budget. Have a motion second. Right. Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes. Resolution 2025-272, this is a resolution granting a revoked license at 4301 Atlantic Boulevard for an encroachment on a city right-of-way. This is for the use of parking spaces. We have a motion second. Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes. Resolution 2025-273, this is a resolution authorizing enterprise fleet management to provide city vehicles for the City of Brigantine, New Jersey. It's a number of vehicles here. This will be leased a total of $201,556. I have a motion second. I think just to give people brief information, some of the things we're looking to do is try to save money on how we get vehicles. So we're looking at fleet management through enterprise as a cost-saving measure for the city. We've done this in a couple of departments. It's really worked out really well for us, especially with the beach patrol. So this is at the recommendation of our CFO. And one of the things he's good at is helping the city to save money. So this is why we're putting this forward and kind of expanding this program. There's no questions or comments. Can we have roll call?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes. Resolution 2025-274, and this is a resolution on the contract with Northeastern Electrical and C Services LLC for the replacement of the streetscape light pole and head located at Jack's Triangle. This is the amount of $19,735. We have a motion second.
I'll make that motion.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Resolution 2025-275, this is a resolution authorizing the Brigantine Police Department to participate in the Defense Logistic Agency Law Enforcement Support Officers 1033 program. Motion second.
So moved. Second.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Resolution 2025-276, this is a resolution authorizing a settlement agreement with Fair Share Housing Center pursuant to the fourth round affordable housing compliance. Motion second. So every 10 years, this is something that the City of Brigantine and many municipalities have to go through. According to the Mount Laurel lawsuit that went through, I don't know, 75, I was way off. But according to that, every municipality has a requirement to provide opportunities for affordable housing within their town. The state does an assessment every decade, and then we come to an agreement on what that affordable housing is. We've come to a settlement agreement with the state of New Jersey, and this would authorize us to move forward on that settlement agreement. If we don't move forward in this direction, it becomes a very costly legal battle. And honestly, this agreement puts Brigantine in a really good spot. So I think it makes sense to move forward in this position. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Resolution 2025-277. This is a resolution of support for the local governing body authorizing fiscal year 2026 local recreational improvement grant application funded by the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs. We have a motion second.
I'll make that motion. Second.
Questions or comments? Seeing none, can we have roll call?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes. Resolution 2025-278, and this is a resolution requesting a state of emergency and state disaster declaration for the New Jersey shore. We have a motion second.
I'll make that motion. Second.
So in Brigantine, Brigantine and a number of shore municipalities have declared local states of emergency dealing with erosion from Hurricane Aaron and some of the other storms and nor'easters we've been hit with. We're working with Congressman Van Drew on getting federal funding for an emergency beach replenishment, among some other things too, but that's probably the most important thing right now. Congressman Van Drew has requested the state of New Jersey to also declare a state of emergency at the Jersey Shore. The governor is refusing to do it. He's saying that the erosion that has happened here is not emergent. The state will not take action. That is 100% wrong. This is not a time to play politics. People's homes are in danger, and we need to make sure that we take care of those people and help them. This just isn't a Brigantine issue. This is impacting every shore municipality from Brigantine all the way down to Cape May. So you will see Brigantine, you will see Brigantine as well as many other shore municipalities calling on the governor to pass that state of emergency. If the governor doesn't pass the state of emergency, my understanding is that it prevents the Army Corps, who is on board with helping, prevents them from sending the money to New Jersey. The New Jersey DEP has been out doing studies. They've looked at it. They agree that this needs to be done, that we need to do these replenishments, and the governor needs to take action. So we passed our local state of emergency. We're now calling on the governor to pass one for the state of New Jersey so that we can move that federal money down to the municipalities who need it most. We need to make sure that our town is protected and that our homes are protected. There's no questions or comments. Can we have roll call?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes.
I want to make sure that people understand how hard Congressman Van Drew has been working on this issue. We've met with our local homeowners here that are most impacted by this, and he is really championing this fight both on the federal level and the state level to take care of the city of Brigantine and all of our South Jersey towns who need this. So I proudly vote yes. Consent agenda, so we'll open it up. We have our council manager committee discussions.
Yeah, Mayor. First, I want to congratulate our new clerk, Steve Barry. In the short time you've been in that office, you have made my life a lot easier. Really taken it to the next level, and I'm extremely proud of you. I'm so thrilled to work with you this year. And I said it today during our luncheon, and I'll say it again. You were the only person in this building that didn't think you would miss this. Everyone was knew you would miss this. So congratulations. I also was asked to thank publicly the fire department and public works for all the work they did with the True Spirit Coalition. In snow and ice, they stepped up and they safely got all the tools to the right vehicles and sent people. So I also want to congratulate Jen Zuba for becoming our OEM director. She is being promoted up to deputy, and she has done a tremendous job in that position. That's what we're doing to elevate her to director. So we're excited about that. So thank you.
Departments.
Just to go over, I was saying about the Floyd Drive. Florida, right before Thanksgiving, another successful, awesome. She works hard. A lot of volunteers, a lot of teachers here. I am really excited to tell my fellow council that we have finally hired a new general manager for the golf course. Him to you. He is Mr. Mark Kimino. Sorry. He comes to us directly from his position as head golf professional at the Talbot Easton, Maryland Golf Country Club for 17 years. Mark is very familiar with the South Jersey golf community having spent 8 years as head pro at Stone Harbor and also as an assistant pro at both Great Bay and Blue Heron. And he also graduated from Stockton University in the year 2000 with a degree in finance. Mark has a strong background in the retail and food and beverage end of the golf operation and has been involved in clubhouse reconstruction, which is where our project is right now, and also a centennial celebration, which we are planning for 27. Mark will be on board full-time by the end of February and has already participating in interviews for head superintendent and is beginning to build a great management team. The city has extended the contract with ACIA through March 1st to ensure a smooth transition. John Hammer will stay on through this period. I'm planning a meet and greet with for our members and our local golf community in early February.
I'd like to add one thing.
Yes.
Update, he's gonna be here.
Pardon me, when-
He's coming the beginning of February
Beginning of
now,
February.
yes.
Oh, awesome.
So we're gonna have some overlap between him and John Hammer, so it's great. We're excited about that.
It's going to be a nice smooth transition. All right, so really thrilled. I want to thank the fire department, public works, and police department for great tree lighting. It was a huge crowd, and also public works. Please, John, tell your guys the island looks great. I love Hanman Park and out in front of the city hall. They really look beautiful. And I've heard a lot of comments on it too. One of my favorite events of the year is the Elks Army Day celebration. It's always an emotional day to see the veterans get off the bus coming from and they come in to enjoy a delicious lunch, play some games, listen to this music, razz each other, Army versus Navy. They're quite funny. This year, both Mayor Sarah and Congressman Van Drew addressed the group before their meal. And then on Sunday, some of us went down to the synagogue for a fun time celebrating the first night of Hanukkah. And I just want to wish everybody happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and happy, safe, everybody. See you at the plunge.
Yes. If you haven't already noticed, the street lights put up promenade finally. So, up and operating very short, a little bit of time, hold finally installed. Hold. I'd also like to congratulate Mr. Barry for both their accomplishments. I want to thank Ms. Sweeney for the wonderful job she does. Work to build. And she does a phenomenal job with that. I also thank the police and fire department for participation in lighting. Support as always, and happy holidays to all. Our holiday works, celebrating. Happy holidays. That's
Thank you, Mayor. Ditto to everything that Karen had to say, along with Paul. For the accomplishment. Excellent. Christmas tree lighting, it was mentioned, always such a beautiful event. It's up there, it's gonna be nice. About the city, but it's cool. Everybody involved in it. So, thank you, there's big words for Teacher's Aid with her, asking away on your birthday. Thought there was quite a fall. Son, so God bless her and her family. see, Christine, congrats. All right, awesome job. You came out of the gate like just full stride, no seamless. And our best wishes and safety. Learn the job to Officer Matt Dugan, safety to our fire department, public works, police department, everybody. I mean, that's, we all know that it's going to happen time, so safety is always paramount. Also, one last thing, there was a meeting on Monday, and everything's status quo, everything's fine.
All the same things that everyone's ever mentioned. Congratulations. One thing I did want to mention is in the years that I've seen a big change in charities, the Elks, VFW. I've seen a resurgence in all these places. More community involvement, more supporting their activities, more things. What Mario has done at the VFW is a sleepy little place to invite you dinner and have as that same resurgence just started with Sunday football. All these 4 events I've personally done many cookies there about to my time and all three. My grandparents good time. I think they are the 3 nonprofits in this community are just paramount in our charitable giving, in our support of our veterans. Spread that we're supporting these 3 charities. I think it'll just. Thank you.
Thank the fire department, private theater around, still my favorite. For years and years and years. Yep, like, your sirens going all around. He's getting closer. He's getting closer. Always a great time for the entire city. Just want to say Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Thanks, Mayor. Same again, Christine, congratulations, first shot. Really proud. That's very, that's that on the first go. Police and fire, just a great job all around the holidays, it's tree lighting and around the neighborhoods, awesome. But you know, nothing could be done without John Dory and Public Works. Because the way the island's lit up, I've read so many positive things about the lights all over. And so thanks, John, to you. Thank Tiger, city manager, Brian, also very good. The Cultural Arts Committee plans for April for a big event coming up. April. Of course, Economic Development Committee. You can see the building going on. New businesses coming up. A lot of things coming up. Probably going to see some development, even though it's not Brigantine, on the right side of the going close to the island right there. It's probably starting up soon. It's third. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Have a great New Year. Hope to see you all out there at the Polar Bear Plunge. We'll be there. Thanks. George.
I feel like I got a selfie of him, so I'm good.
Well, 1975, I was impressed with.
That's why you pay him the big bucks, right? There's all the important. I want to say, first of all, with the golf course, we've got a lot of great things going on down there. I really thank Aaron, Ryan, Tiger, John, for all the work he's done. He's got this support, this team. We want to make sure that we see the golf course succeed. I think this is really an opportunity to turn a corner and make that course the best it's ever been. I don't know if people realize, but we are one of the shore communities that has an 18 golf course. It's going to take a little time to make an investment in that. We're redoing all of the irrigation. Front nine's already done. Working on the back nine now. They're starting to stage all the equipment. Doing the clubhouse down there. We've redone the entire car path. This is just the beginning. I think that we have an opportunity to make this standout course in the state of New Jersey. And that's one of the expectations for this team is excellence. You look at everything we touch, it's about excellence from every department, from every employee, from everything. But those investments in the city are going to continue. A lot of times people ask, what goes on with my tax money? Now people talk about, I see what goes on with my tax money. Look at all the roads that we pave. You look at what's happening with all of our buildings, what's happening with the recreation. But we are trying to make this one of the best towns in the state of New Jersey. I firmly believe this. You invest in this community, it's going to make sure that everyone here has one, good quality of life, and two, the property values stay strong. We want to make sure that when you buy a home, that value continues. And that's something that we're all committed to. If you look at one of the major issues we had here in the community, short-term rentals. I'm sure everybody remembers the months and months and months of people coming in. And one of the things that this council promised is we weren't going to move fast, but we were going to get it done right. Our team put together an outstanding plan that is now the model for the state of New Jersey. Issues, complaints, problems, almost nothing. And a big part of that is putting the responsibility on the owners. When the owners stepped up to the plate, those who lived here made sure that they did a better job of managing their properties and handling problems. And we're here to support them when issues come up. And those who didn't live here hired professionals to manage those properties. And what a big difference it has made. That was kind of the goal of what we wanted to do, to make sure that we have this partnership, because we do need a balance. One, there's a community of a lot of people who love this island and enjoy it. And two, there's a tourism side. We need to make sure that we're supporting our businesses, make sure we're supporting our beaches, make sure we're supporting everything that is great about Brigantine. But make sure that it's in balance, so no one side takes advantage of the other. And this ordinance we put in place, I think, has accomplished that. It's something I think we should all be very proud of. Another major issue that we've been working on, and honestly, I've been working on this since probably 2017. Was called New Jersey PAC, Protection Against Climate Threats. Now it's called New Jersey REAL. Basically the same thing. 20 municipalities holding out and fighting against the governor on these regulations. There's an issue and a problem. One of the major issues is when these go through and the governor's going to pass them, my understanding, first week of January before he leaves office. The governor is going to sign these by executive order into place. And long-term, what these regulations do is it will take away, for all of the shore communities, our ability to build homes and live here. And I want to say this again, because I want people to understand long-term what this means. The way they're setting up the regulatory process, almost all of Brigantine would fall under the state of New Jersey's regulations and decision-making when it comes to construction. When they're doing that, they're taking away our ability to approve construction and build homes here. With the DEP commissioner, had the opportunity to have a meeting with the commissioner, I want to say probably 2017, 2018, it runs together a little bit with the help of Senator Chris Brown. Had a meeting with him, some other municipalities. One of the questions that directly asked, everything in these regulations points to what I would call a strategic withdrawal from the shore. That means over time, they're going to move people off the barrier islands. And when I tell you in this public meeting, he was up one side of me and down the other, screaming at me that I was fear-mongering. I said, sir, this is a reasonable question. I mean, no disrespect. but everything in these regulations tell me you want to do that. In your own regulations and documentation, you have the new shoreline in Absecon. So if you're putting the shoreline in Absecon, you're telling me that we can't live in our homes anymore. You told me I was wrong. In the new information and explanation of these real regulations, it says in writing, the state will be exploring plans for a strategic withdrawal. That is wrong. I know there's a lot of municipalities that don't do what they need to do for flood resiliency, and mostly because they don't spend the money on it. But Brigantine and many other municipalities have been doing the right thing. And one of the arguments that we made, if the issues that they say will come to pass happen, then there's not an issue because you can't live on the island anyway. So why are you putting regulations in place that take advantage of a scenario that may happen 80 years from now? That the scientist himself, who they're basing their regulations on, said that this is just one thing. It is not the be all end all, was not the intent of his research. And this is something we need to pay attention to because I think this is a far overreach of government. It is 100% wrong. It should not be done. The other problem is this process, these regulations haven't gone through the normal regulatory process. This isn't something that's been voted on by the legislature. It's not something that should be done through executive order. There's a number of deficiencies with the way that the governor is pushing this forward. And I think it's sad that he's doing it in his last days of office. If this is something that needs to be done, it should follow the normal process. Cape May County has already put out public statements. Should the governor sign these executive orders, Cape May County will file a lawsuit against them because what they're doing is against the law. I think Atlantic County should do the same. If Atlantic County is not willing to do that, because we saw when we filed issues with Ocean Wind, and we asked Atlantic County to file a lawsuit, they refused. If they do not do that, I think this is something that Brigantine should do, and I think we should band together with other shore communities. You know, this is about the future of our homes. You know, it's one thing the governor comes in and tries to put windmills out here and destroy our island. And one of the things I said is the reason they wanted to put the windmills so close to here because it would make Brigantine and other South Jersey shore communities unlivable. And it would be the windmills' fault that we got pushed out. We were successful in that battle. Now he's pushing forward with these regulations where over time they're going to take away our ability to live here. That is wrong. It needs to be stopped. So I will share with council more information when we have it. I'll be speaking with our county executive as well as our commissioners about getting support on this. And if they're unable or unwilling, we're going to do the same thing that we did with the Ocean Wind. We'll band together with other municipalities and make it happen. But this is something that we need to stand up for, not just for us, but for our children and our grandchildren. So I'll keep everybody posted as we move forward. The hope was that when the governor left office, this would die, but he has made it very clear. First week of January, I was told January 5th, but we'll see. First week of January, he's signing this no matter what. I'll keep everybody posted. All right. On a happier note, I would like to wish everybody a happy and holiday season. Hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. I would say that we had an opportunity for the Hanukkah celebrations at the synagogue. One of the things that I think I'm always grateful for is every time we go there, we're almost feel like members of that synagogue. And I don't mean that in a religious sense, but in the sense of like family. It's always happy to see us, always hugs, always inclusive. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about Brigantine. No matter who we are, where we come from, who we pray to, we're all one family. It's something that makes me proud every day. At this time, I'd like to open it up for public comment. Anybody wishing to be heard, please state your name and address for the record.
Lucille Marzano, 44th Street. I just have a question about the local recreation improvement grant. Were plans submitted along with the application?
I'm going to turn it to Tiger.
No, all we had to provide was a project description. We did not submit any plans for the application for that grant.
Okay. As far as the description, is that available?
Basically, the description, we're only putting it for that grant, it's only up to $70,000. We're just looking for costs to cover like the design and implementation of that. So it's a very small grant for the
Okay.
scope of this project.
All right, I'm just trying to keep up to date.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I believe to Lucille, I believe you're on the email list for it. So any information we have, we send out to everybody. We have we had a rough draft. We had people from pickleball, tennis community, just take a look at the layouts of courts and stuff like that. Once we have our next draft, we'll have a public meeting center, and we'll have a big rendering, be able to answer questions, make adjustments, and work that way. So we'll make sure before any construction or anything moves forward that the community will be aware. I love having you here. Thanks for coming. Yes. Thanks.
John Johnson, 36 Coquille Beach Drive. I would like to say congratulations, Christine. Your hard work has paid off. Good for you. To all of City Council, Fire, Police, Public Works, City Manager and Council, thanks for making it another great year to be a resident and proud to be a Brigantine family. You're doing a great job for all of us. Keep it up. Vince, in my old head, it's payback. You led the charge against Phil Murphy's dream, and now you're feeling the wrath. Everybody knows he's a vindictive person, and just how to say it the way I see it. Thank you all. Bye.
Good evening, Mayor, Council, staff. For the record, Frank Pugliese, 433 Lafayette. Firstly, I'll add the echoes. Congratulations on your new position. Well done. I had my first experience a couple of days ago with the local building department. I had to pull a permit, and I'd just like to give whoever's in charge, city manager or public works, it was the most pleasant experience I've ever had in 4 years of contract. The ladies at the windows were very nice, very helpful. I didn't have all the information filled out, or I didn't know certain things. Instead of just handing the application back, so I'll come back later. Came outside, here, hon, I'll help you out, and they filled it out while I was standing there. So I want to say thank you to all of them. In the same vein, the inspector, Mr. Martin, I think is his name. I had an issue with the, not an issue, with a concern. We're putting in a window, and we were close to a gas service, so I wasn't sure if it was up to code. So they were very nice. They made a copy for me right there at the window. They explained the code to me. When we came out to the site to do the inspection, we double, triple, quadruple measured it. Everything came out okay. And again, another pleasant experience. It's starting to be a good habit that I'm really not used to. Second thing, the DPW with the recent snowfall, to me, that was just a minor thing back from New York, but down here, I know it's tough, the conditions, especially the wind. And again, compliments to the men and women of the DPW. They did a really great job, in my opinion. It's a thankless job. If you do and you throw the snow on someone's sidewalk, they're screaming. If you don't do the road, they're screaming again. So you can't win for losing. I'm very sympathetic. I plowed commercially and privately for over 20 years, so I know what the men and women going through. We used to call it pennies from heaven for the first couple of snowstorms. After that, it became blood money. So again, thank you for that. Quick segue with the shoveling, sidewalk shoveling. I've been asking some of the neighbors, and I'm a little confused. I looked up the ordinance. I may be right, may be wrong, but is there an ordinance on the books that the sidewalks have to be shoveled? And the only reason I ask is because it seems to be a little bit of a safety concern. I've seen people in my neighborhood, Lafayette and something like that, walking along a sidewalk that has been shoveled. Also, they got to cross into the curb, walk 2 or 3 houses, cross back on. Just wondering, is this something that is on the books? Is it enforceable, or is it just like, hoping for the best?
Yield my time to the attorney.
The only thing I did find, sir, is Title I, Chapter 22. says must remove snow promptly. I don't know if that's a Brigantine thing. I'm not very good on researching on the internet.
I'd have to look it up and see exactly what it says. I mean, I know the sidewalk is the homeowner's responsibility, so I would imagine making it passable and safe would be included in that, so.
Okay, yeah, that's my only concern. Again, I see people kind of bobbing and weaving. It's icy in the road, stepping on the curb, the ice, and other conditions aren't exactly the best, but, okay.
I think the challenge too is, some people, it's their summer home, so there's nobody there all winter. Right? They kind of winterize the house and head somewhere warmer maybe, and
Yeah.
so there's nobody around, but yeah, we understand your concern.
All right, that's all I have. Thank you. And finally, I just want to, right back at everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and very healthy and safe New Year to everyone on the council. And I want to thank everyone again for everything you're doing for the city. Coming up on 2 years down here and just loving it. And I want to thank everyone for the hard work, especially Mayor with the windmills and the erosion thing. It's something I never even dreamed of a few years ago, and now I'm up to my neck. So I'm following. So thank you all. God bless.
Thanks, Frank.
There's no other public comments?
Kathleen Rashiel, 1301 Ocean Avenue. I'd like to urge everybody to call State Senator Vince Palestino, urge him to vote on behalf of the Climate Superfund Act. It's proposed legislation in New Jersey aiming to make major fossil fuel companies pay for climate change damage, like intensified storms and floods caused by fossil fuel emissions and greenhouse gases. They would have to pay for things like adaptation, cleanup, and resilience projects for future storms. Thank you.
Close the public portion. Any final council comments? All right, seeing none, we have a motion and second to close the meeting.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Seeing none, motion passed. Thank you for coming out, watching your council team at work. Have a great holiday.